I can't get this stream to start though, so I'm just gonna record round 1, I guess, and we'll just start it off. So we have Arthur on the top and Jarrell on the bottom. Looks like Jarrell is playing Vayu, going for the Armageddon Knight normal summon, sending Necro. So pretty standard play here, just making sure the Armageddon Knight can live. If Jarrell has some kind of Caius or something, and Arthur goes his turn going into Substitute, swap, send Reborn. So a bit of a slow hand, but to be expected of frogs. Nothing too crazy though. I was expecting maybe a second monster on field, but maybe we'll see it next turn with the Treeborn Frog. It's back to Jarrell. He's just swinging. 1400 done to Arthur. To make sure I'm clicking the right one. Where's the audio going to? Yeah. Yeah, you want to pull another chair?
I got a little work to do.
Pull a chair. Do some work.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the heck is happening here, but I think I saw it. Oh, it was a dust shoot. It was a dust shoot. Showing the hand. I didn't get to catch it, but we'll just see what happens. MST onto the Bottomless. Summon Treeborn. Now this guarantees a Monarch play. Discarding for swap, sending. So we are setting up. We are definitely setting up for a Monarch play here, and for a special summoning swap. That way we can. Oh, tribute 2 for Lion Darkness Dragon. Okay, that's fine. I kind of expected just one tribute summon, then return it with swap, but Lion Darkness Dragon will do just as fine. 2800 attack beater negates everything, but in the next turn, Arthur can recycle it if he has a swap, but we'll see about that. Okay. Yeah. Banish the Necro. Negated by Light and Darkness Dragon. Jarrell is reading it, making sure that he knows everything that it does. Alright, Allure gets negated. No need to reveal because revealing the dark is on resolution. Set a monster. Set a spell trap and pass. Well, Arthur knows what it is. He saw the hand through Dust Shoot. I missed it, so it'll be exciting. Full attack. Leg.
It's hard to gain. Yeah, I think it's too hard.
Normal Sirocco attack.
Capital P, capital G.
I guess that's a way to do it, but it's 18. That'll be 200. But Jarrell could have gotten a bit more damage if he decided to use Sirocco multiple times, because the Lion Darkness Dragon would have negated it, and then it will have lost a lot of attack. The Swap Frog is going onto the field, sending a flip-flop to the graveyard due to Lion Darkness Dragon being destroyed and sent to the graveyard. I should get onto that as well. Changing this card. I have so many things to do. But we're just rebuilding the advantage with the frogs. Summon the Treeborn. Tribute for Caius. And then targeting Sirocco. Deck Dev. Oh, that's pretty good for Arthur. Only lost a Swap Frog. And Jarrell is taking 24. A bit on the back foot now because there's one card in hand, but... Or two. There's two cards in hand for Jarrell. But there is Plague in the graveyard, so maybe he can do something there. We know the set is the Wing Blast. There's a Ryza, and my fish brain memory forgets what the last card is. Just attacking again. I'm not sure what it was though. I'll just go off the players and see. One word using Pot of Avarice.
No.
9.
Oh, nice. What are you doing?
Some
Shuffling everything back. We're still under deck dev, I believe, though, so we will have to reveal the cards that we draw off of the Pot of Avarice. Yep, junk and D prison, so the junk will go to the grave, and the D prison will be kept. We're attacking for 24, but run into a D prison of his. Jarrell stabilizing a bit, but just remember there's that Ryza, it's still inside hand for Arthur, so he can always tribute summon for it. Or it was put back somehow. I would have tribute summoned it for it. Or maybe he discarded for Wing Blast. I don't remember.
I mean, I did.
Deck dev's over, so that's why the Unifrog was able to be drawn and attacks. So that'll be 400 points of damage to Jarrell, and the spell trap will be destroyed since Arthur controls a frog on field. Unifrog can attack directly, even if there is a frog not on field, but in order to get that destruction effect, you need to have a frog that is not itself on field.
I think where like now I can just put in less time. The classes are mostly organized. It's more just like something to do with my time for some purpose. But I'm mostly working like 30, 35 hours, so it's pretty chill.
great. Yeah, I wanted to be a teacher, but I feel like at least if you do the like high school, like K through.
It's more like manageable.
I changed the wrong one again. I'll fix it. It's fixed.
They just really don't get paid.
Brain control for 8.
Yeah, if I didn't have like 4 months,
Use the
off,
Plague.
I wouldn't be happy with my pick.
Synchro for a 4, so Armory Arm.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's an Armory Arm.
Yeah.
I know not all builds of Vayu play it. And there it is. 1800. Well, G Prison is flipped to banish it. Putting Jarrell only on 1 card. Now it's just a pass forward to see who draws something good first. That is really good. Because the Sirocco was in graveyard ages ago from the deck dev. And now the Armageddon, yep, we'll send that Vayu from deck to grave.
Hopefully.
And it will enable the Sirocco play, or the Sirocco Vayu into Arm Wing. We'll banish those 2. Summon the Arm Wing. And now there's 2 bodies for 2 bodies. Swing with both. Yep. And then hit the face down just in case it's a dupe. And it is a dupe.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. They'll hear you, but it's not like you're saying anything like weird, so it'll be fine.
Both the players on the future match. Oh, sorry, I did. My bad.
Oh, pause. Alright, Treeborn. The one blocker. The one blocker. Oh, salvage. Nice stack. I did not expect that inside frogs, but we did see the Death Frog and the Junk Warrior, so maybe it helps a bit with that. And we added Substitute back using the salvage. Yeah, salvage. Not surface, salvage. And now we just get to full combo. Just do the soft lock, I believe. Arthur kept 1 Duke Frog in deck. I might be wrong though. Oh. I guess we could do that too. Yes. Return, put the flip-flop for pressure. Yep. And then looks like we are going to cycle our whole deck. Yeah. And now with that flip-flop, there are 3 bounces next turn. Because it counts, flip-flop frog counts itself for the amount of cards it returns. Oh, it's monsters. Okay. But yeah, it counts itself, so it'll return all these monsters. Let's see. Oh. So we'll think the plague was summoned, putting back the top deck of Jurel. And now we are going into Synchro 8. But what Synchro 8 outs the Duke block? Oh, Dark End. That's smart. Getting rid of the flip-flop first. That way we don't lose, per se. Or just lose our Dark End body, because Jurel could have used the Dark End to get rid of the dupes, but now the Ryza comes down and gets rid of the Dark End. That's pretty good. That is pretty good for Arthur. And we're going to game 2. Alright, I'm going to pause the recording and be right back. Yeah.
Torrential tribute.
Okay. Yishan told me it was a torrential. We are indeed not swooping. Yeah, it looks so much like a scoop. The game looks almost over though, so we'll see. 24. Alright. Jarrell has a top deck in a dream. Set and pass. Another salvage.
I got some work to catch up on.
Swap. Oh, bounce and then tribute. Now it's game. Game 1 goes to Arthur.
It is tough, bro. It is tough.
There we go. Okay. Let's get a read on that salvage card though. It looks really good. I believe it's at 2 waters with 1500 or less attacks from graveyard to hand. And if one of the targets gets banished, the other one still goes to hand. So even though it's worded, well, it's worded similarly, but different to Pot of Avarice, because the PSCT on it is at those targets. So as long as one of the cards still meets the requirement for salvage, then it still goes through from my memory. I hate wording. Because it's different from dumb, because dumb means even if it doesn't fulfill the target condition, as long as it met it on activation, it's fine to be affected. Yeah, versus those targets, versus all 5, all 3, or everything. Both is another one. If you look at SP Little Knight inside Advanced, if one of the target goes, then you don't get to banish with SP, since both need to be on the field. Looks like they're about ready to start for game 2. So Jarrell went first. Set a spell trap. Or don't set it. Okay, we put it. We don't. The tension is crazy. 2 spells and traps. Okay. Well, you either play into the MST or you play into the Torrential. So, you know, had to do one or the other. Removing the spell counter, destroying the right set. Chain does shoot. Honestly, kind of crazy to hold, but at the same time, there's no reason to use initially on the breaker or on the breaker summon. I think it's a fair play to hold, but you saw there's a bunch of traps for Arthur, so it might not be too good for you. But at the same time, you did get rid of the, I believe it was either a Caius or a Ryza, so this breaker is not going to convert into anything meaningful. Just have to trade 1-for-1 with the back row. You can sit here with a Sirocco, because you know Arthur doesn't have any tributes besides from Death Frog to go into. So just sitting here is perfectly fine. Just wait for you to just draw something to do. Saying that, okay, pause again. Alright, setting the monster. So we know that monster is new, because we only saw the Death Frog as the lone monster post the shoot. So that's new. Normal Armageddon. Effect on summon to send a dark monster from deck to grave. Sending Vayu. We do have 1/2 of the Vayu combo on field already, so we just need to get that other one in grave. Oh, we will attack. I was going to say, I don't feel like you should attack because of the deep prison, because we lose the other half, but at the same time, if that face down is a dupe frog, then there's no reason to. Oh, chain deck dev, of course. Revealing the last cards, the deep prison and the Death Frog, compulsing back card to hand. That way we can preserve our breaker, and then we will replay that attack going for 14. Main phase 2, summoning a Armed Wing and passing. Draw Torrential for turn. Normal summon that breaker again, gaining the spell counter on summon. Using it now, destroying a spell trap, hitting the one on the right. What does Shiro think? Oh, it's another deck dev. Yeah, no reason to use it. We just lose a body for free if we do. It will be for... oh, I did not mean to do that. I'll just reset it again. I guess it looks like Jarrell did not swing with, you know, 14. No, it was 18. It was 16 from the breaker. 16 for Jarrell. And then it looks like, yeah, Jarrell actually didn't swing with the armor, but he didn't because he didn't want to play around. He wanted to play around Gores, which is fair. I'm not sure where the 62 is from, though. I'll trust them on it. Oh, it's the breaker into the Arma, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm talking too slow for their pace of gameplay. I also need to figure out what to put in the banner later. We'll figure that out. We can put some fun stuff in there. And it looks like we're at a bit of a stalemate. Durrell doesn't want to attack. He knows there's a deep prison there. And Arthur will attack. Destroy a Vayu. Okay. But Arthur is just looking for his frog engine right now. I believe he has a swamp in hand though, so he could always normal summon the swamp, return the breaker, and just start destroying more back row. Durrell's thinking on attacking or not, he will. Forcing that second deep prison we saw earlier in the game. Going back to Arthur. Soul Axe, so there is something in hand that could be tributed. Oh, it's Toad. Oh. Well, you can use it for that too. Let's see. Durrell has a response. Oppression here. Wing Blast. Back on top, Durrell will take 800 for that attempted activation. It will resolve without effect since it was returned back to the top of the deck. Continuous spells and traps must be on field in order to resolve their effects. And now Substance Toad is just going to start cycling all the cards. Will we attack or will we not attack though? You gotta have a read on whether or not Durrell has boars, and looks like Arthur wants to play a bit safe, going for the double dupe. And just ending it there. That's fair. Arthur cycled the whole deck. We know he's on salvages to recover any cards he sends to graveyard. And now Arthur just needs to start drawing into some tribute summons. I'm actually lying in the dark. BLS? No, that's banned in this format. You wish, it's the Chaos Sorcerer. Chainlink 1 Slork, Chainlink 2 Torrential, playing around. Well, you would still want to use priority on Chaos Sorcerer anyways, just to get it off, but that also plays around. The Duke Frog's making the mistiming. Since the effect of Duke Frog is a when you can, the trigger condition must be met on Chainlink 1 of the previous chain in order for its effect to activate. Durrell's just doing some more Vayu shenanigans, swinging with both. That'll be 17 and 23. Now it's Arthur. Summon the Treeborn, Breaker. We knew he had that attack because it is 19 with the spell counter. So that will be 200. Oh. Almost broke the calculator there. 200. Using the spell counter, it's at 16 now. And now attack for 700. Oh, the calculator is broken now. Ugh. I will fix that real quick. There we go. Fixed. And the attack up. What is it? Army went into that 1600 breaker. So that'll be 700 points of damage to Arthur. Now Arthur's in a bit of a rut, not drawing those monarchs while he has the Treeborns in grave. Oh, and the one who draws the monarch is the Vayu player. Banishing the face-down monster instead of the Treeborn. So, because there's two Treeborns in grave right now, and the monarch back, Ryza putting the Kai's on the top of the deck. Attacking for 24. Deep Prison. Alright. But it looks like this is the situation Arthur and any frog player wants to be in. Top deck mode with the recursive treeborns just being free blockers or tribute fodder, right? That's why you're playing these treeborns and the frogs to enable your monarchs. And looks like that's a monarch. He banished plague, so that is 1,000 damage. And then it'll be 24 if this connects. If there's no necro, the game is over. Oh wait, the game is not over because I put it in the wrong one. I thought the game was over. Oh, it's a good thing it's not. I want this to go a bit. It is very close though. Freeborn, attack, into Raiko, milling 3. Hitting this Roko, that's pretty good, but we need a Vayu at this point. I believe Girl only has 1 Vayu left, and that's a perfect way to get into the graveyard. Reinforcement of the army to search a level 4 or lower warrior. So either the Armageddon Knight or the Dark Gruffer. I would go for... It depends on the card in hand, but not knowing the card in hand, I would go for the Armageddon Knight here. Because that way you don't need to... There we go, yep. That way if that card in hand is not a dark, or something we want to keep, we can just send it directly. We don't need the extra attack, because Freeborn is just a hard grid. So there's the send of Vayu to enable the Sirocco. Or it's more like sending the Vayu. Now it's enabled because there's Sirocco and Grave. Banish. Oh, the Armoring wasn't banished. No, one of them was, but then I guess there is another one in Grave. So Armor Master for 25. So let's see, attack and attack. That card in hand was scores. Oh, I jinxed it. The caster curse is real. Uh-oh. If Arthur draws a Monarch, this game is over. Oh, or we could just econ for game. It's over. Good games. That game too was very close, but in the end, Arthur's resource loop of summoning the Treeborn, and then that crucial Gores at the end there got it for him. We'll see you guys in round 2.